Okay, so welcome back to another video after many months. We're in a new place, new energy, new location. And just to come back into making videos, I wanted to talk about today the reason why so many young men are feeling lost, right? I mean, this whole channel, this whole project that I'm doing here is really, it's born out of the need um, for young men to really discover their purpose and to gain clarity in life, because there's a whole group and a whole generation now of young men who are kind of looking for answers, right? And we see that in the development of the self-help world, in the make money online world. A lot of young men looking for a new type of life, right? A lot of young men who are dissatisfied and they don't want to work in the system or be a slave to the system, and they want to achieve freedom, right? But within all of this movement in this self-development world and this explosion of young men looking for answers, there's still a big deficit and a big need that hasn't been met for young men, right? And a lot of young men are still feeling lost. It doesn't matter how many courses you do, how many YouTube videos you watch, how many different people. Really, young men are feeling lost at the base of it, right? So really, I know what that feels like, right? And I think it's normal. We all go through that process of our own hero's journey of feeling lost at times, of looking for answers of what our purpose is. And when you go through that process of looking for answers, you can become a victim and you can become prey to a lot of this self-help world, right? Because there's a lot of people selling very expensive programs and trying to make money, and that's okay. They're doing their service to the world in their own way, but they're kind of selling to this lack of clarity of young men. And when young men are feeling a lack of purpose and a lack of clarity, it's easy to sell them into a program, into make money online, make 10 grand a month, achieve financial freedom, right? But we've kind of realized now that maybe that's not the complete solution. Maybe there's something missing there. And even if you do begin to make money and different things and change your life, there's a big lack of purpose that's still missing inside, right? And I feel that, and that's why I'm making these videos, because I've worked in factories. I left the education system. I was looking for answers. I've worked with big self-help influencers as well, and still to this day. And I see just the amount that we're lost as young men, right? And we just don't know what to do. And that manifests in the physical world. Obviously, it's a spiritual problem, losing our connection to our higher self. But it also manifests in terms of our career, not knowing what path to go down. And obviously, if we're not clear in our career and what we're here to do, then we have financial problems, right? Because we're not giving to the world, and obviously we're not receiving, right? Or we're trying to chase some business model that's not really aligned to our heart, and we're not really connected to that, okay? So really, what we need to do as young men and as men in general is we really need to connect to our higher purpose. Why are we actually here? As I just said, a lot of young men, and I have empathy because I've been down that path as well. We try to make money, for example, make money online, laptop lifestyle, and I've achieved that. I've done that as well, and a lot of young men have. But the problem is, it's not really connected to your heart. And when something's not really connected to your heart, you don't really have the long-term vision and long-term motivation to really achieve mastery in a specific field, right? So a lot of people do digital marketing, drop shipping, online sales or whatever, which are great things, and you can learn a lot of different skills. But all of those tactics and skills, it's all of the outside fancy stuff, right? But really we need to work on the inside and connect to our core purpose and our core desire. And really the message here is that your purpose it's already here. It's always been here, right? It's always inside of you. And the way that you pursue your hero's journey and you pursue your unique purpose in this world is through following your core desire, right? And the problem is, we've grew up in a system, and through the education system and the breakdown of the family and all the traumatic experiences that we've experienced collectively as a whole, that we've really disconnected from our true core desire, okay? So a lot of young men, they really want to help in the world, right? I feel like a lot of young men, they have a true, pure desire to do something, to make an impact, also to achieve financial freedom as well. But it's kind of like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I have to give to the world, right? I have no skills. I'm not sure what path to go down. And we've been conditioned to follow other people. We've been conditioned for the school teacher to tell us what to do, the president, the prime minister, the media, some online influencer to give us that path, right? But your purpose is unique to you. Nobody can tell you what it is. Like, you have to discover that yourself. And just to re-emphasize, like, that's already within you. But we've been so repressed, and our core desire is so cut off from ourselves. We're so disconnected from our higher self that we feel lost, and we feel disconnected from our core purpose, right? So the reason why we're so disconnected is because we feel a sense of separation, right? And what I mean by separation, really, it's about trauma, okay? And I've talked about trauma in different videos, and we can go deeper on that. But trauma basically is separation. And we can see trauma from different levels. We can see in the 3D reality, maybe we experience trauma in the family dynamics growing up, in our family, in the society, different traumatic experiences. But really, everything that's happening in the physical world is also happening in the higher world, okay? And really, we feel a disconnection from our source. We feel a disconnection from the universal energy, God, the creator, whatever words you want to put on that. But we feel disconnected from that, okay? And obviously, through the last few thousand years, collectively, we've experienced a lot of collective trauma with religion and different things. And now a lot of people are trying to break free from all of those rules and different things, which is a step up in evolution. But with that step up in evolution, we've also separated from the idea and the values of having a higher purpose and having a higher creator, right? So right now we live in a very individualistic society of everything's just about me, my individual pleasure, and different things like that. But we don't really experience true fulfillment with that, right? If we're just chasing individual pleasure, it's not really fulfilling. We really feel fulfilled when we're giving and when we're growing, right? These are the needs of our soul, right? We came here to give and to grow, to learn lessons and to share those lessons with other people. That's what this earth school, this earth experience is all about, right? It's about growing and it's about giving. So really, we need to reconnect that cord, that umbilical cord, to our higher self. And the reason why we experience disconnection, there's no real disconnection. We're all always connected. It's just kind of an illusion in the mind that we're separate, right? And again, the reason for that is through experiencing trauma, whether in the physical world, in past lives, energetically, or just from the source itself, okay? And we're experiencing that in this world. So really, this life is for us to remember. And the word remember is to remember, right? To put the embers back together, to remember who we are. And we go through that process through healing ourselves, okay? So really, the message of this channel and these videos that I make is kind of, you know, like, yeah, we can do things in the physical world, we can take action, we can build businesses, we can do things, which is great. But the piece that's missing in all of this self-development world, make money online, whatever, is the real deep internal world, right? It's the deep internal healing that we need to do. And as we go through that process of healing the separation that we experience in life, then we begin to discover our purpose. It's not about finding your purpose or fighting it or trying to impose your purpose on the world to other people. It's more about discovering, right? Like, imagine the clouds moving away that's covering your purpose right now. You begin to discover who you are. And when you discover that, right, when you begin to peel back those layers that's hiding your core desire, you begin to find, and what I found in my experience is that, you know, you begin to attract opportunities and different people and different resources and things into your life, different ideas. And you begin to naturally tune in to your purpose. It's not about trying to achieve it and fighting for freedom. It's about tuning into freedom, right? We tune in our energetic vibration to that reality, okay? So the missing piece is healing. And, you know, as men, we can be very mental and we want to take a lot of action and whatever. That's great. That's a great part of the masculine energy. But really, what is missing as well is the feminine side of coming in, okay? And you know, it can be a bit confusing, that message of the feminine side, right? Because there's also messages about feminism, how it's trying to destroy men and different things, which is true as well, and it's to be aware of that. But the true feminine path is going inside, healing those wounds, and when you regain that strength, that power, right, that inner power that we all have, we can give that to the world, right? And then the masculine can serve, right? So the base of the masculine is the feminine to hold, okay? Another way of looking at it is we have the matrix, right? The matrix is the mother. We all live in a matrix, and right now a lot of people, a lot of the messages is trying to escape the matrix, to run away from the matrix, okay? But it's really about remembering you are the matrix, right? You are the creator of your reality. And within that matrix, we have a pattern, right? That's the masculine. So we create our own patterns within the matrix, okay? So we need to reconnect with who we really are, to realize there is no separation. And with that, in the void, in all the power that we have, right, we can go out into the world and pursue our own path, okay? Not pursuing someone else's path, reconnecting who we are, discovering your purpose, tuning in to your core reality, your core vibration, who you really are, and your purpose begins to reflect that, okay? So just to recap this video, really, like, your internal reality creates your external reality. If you're feeling lost, if you have any physical problem in the world, in your life right now, financially, relationships, health, physical body, whatever, it's really to take responsibility. And I say this with a lot of deep, profound empathy and compassion, because, you know, every day, and to this day still, while I'm making these videos, I'm still looking at my life, okay, where am I out of tune, right? And if there's a problem, it's always, okay, what is this reflecting about myself, okay? If I'm feeling lost, if I'm feeling confused, I'm feeling some separation or some disconnection from my source, because we were meant to live in abundance. We're meant to live in grace. This life is a gift, right? You are a child of God, right? A child of the Creator, whatever word you want to use. And we are meant to live with clarity, with purpose. So it's really about removing the clouds, reconnecting to ourselves. And the way that we do that is through healing, right? So I hope you enjoy this quick first video back after a few months. I've also made a free playlist as well, YouTube playlist. If you want to check out those videos, it's in the link in the description. Just some videos for young men of why we're feeling lost and really the solution, right? And how to pursue your own initiatic path to discover your purpose and transform your reality. So if you feel called to check out those videos, click the link in the description. They're completely free. There's 3 or 4 videos in there for you to enjoy. And that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.